Hi there. G'day Creative, welcome along to tonight's stream. Wow, that is really bright and washed out tonight, isn't it? I wonder why that is. How's it going? It's going good, mate. It's the end of another working day in the office, so I'm going to get some streaming done. Put a little bit of background music on there for us. Drop back over here, drop that down a couple of notches like that. So what are you up to? Got much happening at the moment? Let's throw the keyboard up there. I'm about to make my third attempt at the correct scale for the Deadric Helmet. Feel like a newbie. Okay, let's put that down there. That's interesting. What's going on up there? That's supposed to have people's names on it. No. Warning. This stream is narrated in conversational Australian English, and as such it will contain language that may be offensive to some viewers, or inappropriate for children, or, you know, upset the weak bastards watching. Well, we're taking care of that. Good evening, everybody. I'm Tyrannus Cosplay, and I'm working on the Deadric armor from Skyrim. Starting with the helmet, although, for those who have been watching for some time, they'll know this is actually the third attempt. I said bastards and you're offended. Oh, I'm sorry to offend all those children who were born out of wedlock. Ma. This is Australia, that's not swearing, it's punctuation. So what have you been working on, Creative? Anything special cranking out of the studios there? Casey Cosplay! How are you, young lady? Thanks for joining us again this evening. Hopefully you've been keeping yourself busy and out of trouble. You haven't been here in like forever. The last thing I saw of you was you singing songs about my lack of Tim Tams. How am I? I'm doing good. Doing good. The stress of the last fortnight of trying to do a 9-to-5 job as well as my nighttime work is over. So I'm back to my same old self. I've had a weekend of rest and relaxation. It's Tuesday night, heading almost into Wednesday morning. So things are good. Except that this bloody Nordic fucking helmet will not scale properly for me. This is literally the third attempt at it. So, good thing the 5mm foam rolls that I'm using are dirt cheap. You found Tim Tams in the grocery store a couple of weeks ago. Mint is your favourite. Always lots and lots of flavours. Mint's quite nice. The High Elf, not the Little Workshop Elf, the High Elf. She is rather fond of the Black Forest ones, which are really nice. These ones tonight are just double choc normal ones. So, yeah, I like, there's a white macadamia one that they do. That's mango flavoured. Oh, it's just yummy. Too many choices. How's your project coming along? That and that up there. And apparently I have to find myself like a subhead that Ted's got, a sub skull or something. I don't know, I need to come up with my own personal twist on that. Because now that my sub button is active up there, I've got Fen. So I need to do something to document all those lovely supportive people. Not that I'm expecting a great rush of them. Maybe I could engrave their names upon Tim Tams and then eat them. Row 1, column 5, row 1, column 6, okay. So there's no issues with that one, so that can sit over there. Nothing overlapping on that one. This one, however, goes all the way back up there. Is that background music okay? It's not deafening, and for some reason the microphone seems to be booming. I think I might need to back that down a bit. What do you reckon? It just seems to be way sensitive there. Let's put that down there so I don't blow the... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4... There we go. It's just banging the VU meter right to max there, and that's unacceptable. Okay then. Those two go together. Where is the Tim Tam emote? I did make a new emote today. I did for my subs, but I didn't make a Tim Tam emote because it just looked like a turd. I did mess with it. It just looked like a little brown brick. So I didn't go with that. That would have been perfect, would it? A little brown turd would have been perfect. A little cubical brown turd. I'm not sure how many of us actually soil with square edges. You tried making a Tim Tam emote and it looked like a brown square poo. There you go. See? I did the same thing, so I abandoned it. It just, it didn't work out. We would have recognised the inside joke, but nobody else would have, so, I've actually, at the moment, my tea, the red tea is the sub emote, I think. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I was thinking a Tim Tam with a bite out of it, showing the inside like a kooky. Well, that's an idea too. I have the opportunity to make more later. Well, not even later. I have the opportunity to replace the one that's in there. It's really small though. The emotes are, you have to do 3 sizes. You've got to do a 28 pixel by 28 pixel, which is really freaking small and low res. You have to do a 56 by 56, and you have to do a 112 by 112. So the resolution's really small as well. It's like 72 pixels. It's okay. I don't think we're going to have a lot of need for it. It's just a sub emote that I have the ability to issue at the moment as an affiliate, isn't it? It's not like we have barge cans and those sorts of things, and box cutter conversational emotes. I honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't freaking know. You made a chocolate chip cookie. I like chocolate chip cookies. Not as much as I like Tim Tams, but I do like chocolate chip cookies. So if you want to put your chocolate chip cookie in the post and send it to me, I will eat it. G'day onlines, how the devil are you, my fine Nordic friend? Just as long as you don't toss them. Oh my god, Becky. You went there. You went to the toss cookie land. You good? Glad to hear that, brother. Was it last night you were saying that things were not going too sweet? So I'm glad to see that things have turned a corner for you, at least for the day. Just lazing around. And it's tomorrow. It's 3 minutes past midnight. Dun dun dun. Barbecue grilled chook. I had Fettuccine carbonara with the chicken. Fettuccine carbonara el polo. It's kind of rich. It's sitting on the barbecue grilled chicken on a bun. So, basically you went to KFC then, eh? Oh yes, young Casey, I think it's you. I had opportunity to go scrolling through my menu and having a look at a few options. There seems to be quite a lot of screen capture thingies. On a stick. It's a jalapeno on a stick. Yes, there seems to be quite a few screen captures, and I think they were yours, made from the Frangelico night. Was that you doing all of those? Was it? A homemade one, so not from the completely fried chickens. Who? Yeah, little Miss Innocent. Who? Have I fallen into the Ted trap? Do I keep calling you Casey? It's sitting in my head for some reason. Yeah, well, me? Yeah, you. You don't know what you did. Yeah, well, I went back and watched it. It is archived on my hard drive, but I think we'll leave that till the Christmas tape, I think. I put 6 streams up on my YouTube channel yesterday. All of the build of the there's a Kratos axe. No, not the Kratos axe. The sword. The third sword. That whole stream that I did for that one. So that's all up now on my YouTube channel. The making of the Sith Acolyte helmet. That's up. I'll be rendering out the video for the 1000 winners axe. So that'll be the next set of videos that go up, the build of that. A few others. Krim did a lot of clips of you. He does that, doesn't he? Okay, so that's all the pieces. That's not. I've got those 2 layers to put together now. Okay, let's put those up there. Separate these bits here that glue to the row atop it. So I'll take that one and that one out and take them above. Oh, camera's having fun with the white balance, isn't it? Sorry about that. So I want that piece. And I want that piece. And then I'm actually going to take a piece from the row above it and join it to this row. Sit over there for a moment here. Oh, there goes the rain. You're going to lurk for a bit. You're working on your helmet right now. Good girl. Do not let watching me get in the way of doing your build. Go over there. Ding. Okay. Lovely. You're back. Okay. Precious adventurous chipmunk, cool story, bro. Oh, look at you chowing down on a Tim Tam. I have Tim Tams. What's Shed saying Tim Tam slaps are messy but fun. It's Tim Tam slams, Shed. Come on, girl. Oh man, yeah, I would say, oh man, definitely. You got busted, girl. Oh, sorry, what's that, Creative? You're sort of lurking, trying to figure out what colour hair you want to go with your Wolfman mask. Hair punching is a pain in the butt. I'm going to have to take your word for that. I've only ever watched people do it on the University of YouTube. I have no first-hand knowledge, but it does look like it is a long, meticulous task. It is. It's on the interwebs forever. I don't know. Creative? I don't know. Are you going for like a young, virile, strong wolf man? You want to go with, black hair so he's still in his youth? Is it a raggedy, life-weary wolf man? Do you want to do him greys and browns and dirty mottled hair? Is he supposed to be old and seeing a long and arduous life as a wolf man? Should he be grey and mottled? Yeah. It can be easy and kind of fun, but when it gets complicated, as far as you want hairs to lay or how the light reflects off the hair, can be a pain, yeah. You're going to do a mix of brown, blonde, maybe some white. Okay, cool. There you go. Problem solved. You don't have to worry about what colour now. Glad we could have been of assistance, because I don't think we added much to that decision at all. Okay. All the pieces are at least now together. Time to start cutting them out of the paper. Get my trusty highlighter. Start lopping bits out of here. Now, forward planning, where am I going to put them when I cut them out? Let's drag this empty chair over. I think I'll put them on the seat of the chair. That'll work. That'll work indeed. Put a nice tip on the edge of that. And away we go. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. I changed out that god-awful screen that I had for when I was offline. So I did a little bit of a manipulation of a photo, not a lot, just put some text on it basically. That's the one. Beautiful. So now when I'm offline, instead of getting that crackly background screen, you get whee, whoop, 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 whoop. You get that. I think that's a much nicer offline screen. I like it. Okay. Does look better, doesn't it? And I love that photo. I've cropped it so I've had to put the photographer's credit in text instead of their watermark. Totally humble. Fuck that. Humble's for losers, man. That's the only thing I've got going for me at the moment, mate, is that costume, the Nord. So I got to milk it for all it's worth. You're only as good as your last show. So while I'm still the flavour of the month because of that costume. You hate cataloguing your costumes. You don't think you have any done like that. The only reason I have those nice photos taken of that one is one of the photographers, or that photographer, Kegu, wanted to enter in a cosplay photography competition that's being held in August and put out a call for cosplayers to model for him for that competition so he could shoot off some photos. And in exchange for our time in costume, he gave us high-res copies of the photos to put in our portfolios, kind of thing. So it's a win-win situation. Almost all of my other photos are all taken at cons by the crowd and stuff. So yeah, I'm with you there. You can't take a photo of yourself in your costume unless it's like a selfie in the camera, in the mirror in the bathroom kind of thing. So I've got that set. I've got another set of studio photos in the same armour for a a coffee table book, and I really have to pull my finger out and write that bloody well text that goes with it. It's for an organisation called Fearless Incorporated, and it's how wearing a costume can be empowering and allow you to escape some of the less enjoyable aspects of your life for at least the time that you're in the costume, or help other people escape the less enjoyable aspects of their life while you're in costume. I'm associated with a group here in Perth called PAC, the Perth Allied Costumers, and they're one of the cosplay groups who sends cosplayers to the children's ward and those sorts of things. Wearing a costume helps with your social anxiety? Indeed. That's why you have a job at night by yourself. Keep away from people. Exactly. I have a healthy sense of self. It means ego. So I kind of like the attention and the oohs and ahs I get while I'm in costume, so that helps feed that little weakness in my emotional makeup. It's probably why I work in the entertainment industry. Totally anonymous unless you choose not to be. Yeah. And it's good that you have the ability to do that. You do too, and you even have a face costume now. Yeah, most of my costumes are masks. The Nordic is the first costume that I've got where my face is not covered. But even then, I splatter blood and scars on my face to try and put a mask, if you like. Cosmetic mask. But yeah, I can empathise with social anxiety, but I can't relate to it because I'm on totally the other end of the spectrum. But that being said, I'm quite happy to sit here by myself for days on end and amuse myself. So yeah, you like concealed costumes? You take it off, no one knows who you are. I like concealed costumes because I can be more outgoing, more flamboyant. I find putting a costume on a release, I can be who I am on the inside publicly because I can blame it on the costume. Don't know what happened there. That's better. I couldn't see what was going on. So you also want to get a fursuit? Absolutely, but see, you're lucky you live in a cooler climate. Fursuit would... Here in WA, I've got friends who are furries, and my God, they must be so freaking uncomfortable in those suits. I do have a, I'm not sure if I could call it a fursuit. I have a costume in my NDA folder that I'm making that may be interpreted as a fursuit. It's totally not what I'm known for hard armor stuff. But that is something down the track. In Australia, you kind of need a liquid-cooled fursuit. Yeah, we call that beer. Is this attempt number 3? Piss off, Beardy. Yes, this is attempt number 3. Oh God. Sorry, I find it hard to talk with a mouthful of bicky. Tomorrow is attempt number 4 then. It's 10% smaller than attempt number 2. Thank you, Yon. The cardboard mock-up is the same scale as attempt number 1. So yeah. This is the scale of the plans in PEP Designer without any modification at all. So I'm printing this out straight from the pattern without scaling in either so we have attempt number 1, which may or may not have been slightly big. The one I was making last night, which is starting to look like a Deadric Helmet, isn't it? Ooh. Is still I don't know if it is actually monstrously large. So this is what we built last night, and I kept going, like I said, to make sure that I got pieces in place and to see lines and form and stuff. So this PEP pattern that I'm cutting out now is 10% smaller than this. So I'm going to go ahead and do a third one. And we'll see how we go. What was the original size? I printed out the original size, and I measured my head, 180 mils in the whole door frame thing, but I think what I did was, Andre the Giant, I think what I did in PEP Designer was scale the 180 mils in the wrong place on the helmet. I think it was down on the peak instead of back on the forehead, and yeah, I screwed up. Mea culpa. It happens. I want to take a bet on how long it takes T to go to attempt number 4. I got a knife. I'm going to send your sword to you with a little note. P.S. Yon, this took 7 attempts. I did actually, yeah, I think the other one's close, and I think this one will work. The only thing is if this one is too small, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I just bashed my kneecap. That's the one I broke. Get here, you. So, Yon, I started on your sword. What do you think? Doesn't it look good? It's beautiful. I like it. Of course I got a knife. I'm an Australian. That's not a knife. That's a knife. You love it? There you go. It's very slick. It's very conservative. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, to tell you the truth. I want to get into your sword and bowl it over, because I like making the bladed weapons. But I do have a commission in line before your sword, and I'm not enthusiastic about it at all, but it's got to be done. And I really shouldn't be working on my personal project before I bowl over the 2 commissions. It's a bit slack of me. But what are you going to do? Come to Australia and slap me? I saw something really interesting in Australia. Australians? Alternate between both. I can do that. Send me a slap via email, will ya? How's it going, Wizzo? I saw you pop in, man, and start lurking, but I figured you weren't ready to join the convo, and you would when you were. And you have. So you are. So g'day. G'day, g'day. And how's it going? What do you know? Well, strike a light. Say g'day, 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 and she'll be right. Apparently, there are American Civil War reenactments in Queensland. That sounds like fucking banana benders, yep. They'd probably do that. Maybe they're expats, mate. Every time I start up the computer, opening many tabs slows a few down. So, yeah. Actually, I don't know. Think about it a little more broadly. Why would that be weird? Have a look at what we do as cosplayers. There's lots of medieval Renaissance fairs and that sort of stuff all over Australia. And while the American Civil War is not Renaissance, it's still a historical period in time that people find very fascinating and interesting. So it's not that far removed from doing like a Renaissance fair or those sorts of things. So yeah, in the broader sense. But yeah, when you think about it just initially, Civil War reenactments in Australia, what the? But I don't know. It wasn't that long ago. See, that's the history snob coming out in you, mate. You're entirely right. Thursday, I have another one of my themed quiz nights that I've been... well, my regular quiz has asked to go theme. At the Cruise and Yacht Club have asked to do an American-themed quiz in honour of the 4th of July. I got to tell you, I'm not big on that at all. I'll do it because that's what I'm paid to do. But really, a yacht club in Western Australia having an American-themed quiz because of the 4th of July, and it won't even be on the 4th of July. Hello, Yawns has put a post up from DeviantArt. Captain Eureka, mate. Recognise him? Captain Australia. Cocky bastard. Look at you, Captain Australia. Whoops, I've lost me OBS screen. There we go. I love it. Really? Yep, you have medieval reenactments there, so yeah, it's but yeah, much like you, my initial reaction to it is like, why? But then when you ruminate on it for just a little longer, you can go, all right, yeah, why not? They built a castle for the medieval reenactments where you are, or near where you are at least. Tickle my nose with a feather. There are no Australian reenactments here in the US. Shit, I wonder why. There we go. The question behind cosplay is not why, it's why not. Yeah, mate, there's a great kangaroo crusade. Every stabbing is an Australian reenactment. Fuck you. Cheeky little shit. A reenactment of the Great Emu War. Yeah, most of our major historical events involve attempted genocide on the original population of the country. And we're becoming more and more aware that that's probably not something that we should be overly proud of. We have the Great Rum Rebellion. The Eureka Stockade. Hello, what have we got there? Here's the castle. Somewhat related. One time the Liechtenstein army went to war with 100 soldiers. I love the word Liechtenstein, and they came back with 102. I think I did read about that somewhere. Okay, let's take a look at Beauty's Castle. DuPont Castle. Okay. Dude, that's far more impressive than I was expecting to see. Damn. Okay. House has 500 people inside for the reenactment season, 250 on each side, give or take 2 if you're fighting with Liechtenstein. Thursday night, so 48 hours from now I probably won't be streaming after work. I've been invited up to the capital city to co-host a quiz on one of the major radio stations up there for the mid-dawn announcement. Sorry, with the mid-dawn announcer. So back to my glory days, a couple of hours on Cap City Radio. Civil War reenactments are really fun to watch. And the Revolutionary War too. Thank you very much for the host, Creative Guy. I appreciate that. You'll be back later? No worries. I'll be here for a little while, mate. I've only just hit the hour mark. Well, that's... yeah. Because didn't all the hoity-toities, the governor, the generals, etc., the upper class, would sit on a hill overlooking the battle and watch it like a bloody chess game. Oh yeah, while I think of it, many thanks to Dark Energy Designs again for tonight's background music playlist. I put up 6 videos yesterday or the day before and got 14 or more copyright bloody well claims against the music despite using a YouTube playlist that was supposedly royalty and copyright free music, so screw them. We're going to stick to Dark Energy's music. At the end, guerrilla warfare played out as the Confederates slump and ditch the gentleman's war. Well, unfortunately, that's kind of the way war's gone, isn't it? It's not a sport. It's downright freaking horrible. Probably wish they had some gorillas though. Matthew Riley's Hell Island springs to mind immediately. You'd rather have a rhino. Heard of wildebeest. Joe Destroyer. Hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome back to the stream, bud. No, I should suspect though, Beardy, a rhino can demolish the tree. What's about a herd of rhinoceri? Rhinoceros? Oh look, boys and girls, it's that bloody piece. Yes, and Jay, now that you've joined us, welcome to my stream where chat seems to have descended into animal warfare. Which would you rather take to battle, gorillas or rhinoceros? I don't know. Dude, I look down and cut paper, I look up and this is what we're chatting about. Thick brush, you have a 5-foot long musket, you ain't hitting no 8 beating on you. Absolutely not. You're getting your ass handed to you with a big furry paw. Hey Beardy, how's that armor infographic coming along? Well, now we're going to incorporate jaguars as well, are we? Why not riding? There we go, gorillas riding rhinos into battle. The Aztec warrior. No, you were working on a well, you were contemplating designing a armor infographic for us with armor piece names, etc. in English and French and stuff, so that I would stop referring to my spaulders as sabatons. Yep, Jay just won the conversation, swooped in and took it over. That there is 10 points. Welcome to Tirana's chat, where the questions are made up and the points don't matter. Oh, sorry, you were following on from Yon's conversation about jaguars, right? Okay, yep. And would not the Aztec warrior jaguar have taken its name from the jungle wildcat jaguar? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Just kind of like throwing that out there.
And now I've got the bare necessities, the simple but playing in my head.
Got me worried about the way my synapses work. You have some questions on what I wanted specifically. Well, we thought it might be handy to have us all referring to the same armor pieces with the same terminology and somewhat based on the correct terminology. So basically, an infographic of a suit of armor with arrows pointing to each bit going, this is a pauldron, this is a spalder, this is a crissé. A pretty one. And remember, Oxfords, not brogues. There are, which is why we refer to you. You're our expert. You have to get things done. Hopefully get creative studies in later. Glad to stop by and say hi. No worries, Wizzo. We'll catch you later, brother. Take care of yourself. You're welcome back to the stream anytime. So we'll see you when you turn up. That sounds hot, man. In the style of a D&D page. Fuck yeah. Drawing perspectives and core basics. Ugh. Wait, you're still a student? I thought you were like all grown up and like adulting and shit. What are you buzzing about? Fourth icon commented on Tyrannus' photo. Okay. So where's the said comment? I'll have to have a look at it later. You don't want to just grab an armor image and label it and call it done. No, put your own spin on it, man. Something we can call the Beardshire Reference Memorial. Oh, memorial, that sounds a bit final, doesn't it? The Beardshire Armoured Reference Guide. Where you get to roll an 8 for extra resilience. Oh, those are broad terms from only one perspective.
Zippity-doo, da, zippity-yay. It's the bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything just satisfactory.
He did. He rolled a 20 for natural blacksmithing knowledge. He did indeed. He's the man. He is our man-at-arms to your grey skull. I, of course, am Skeletor. Because I'm thin and bony and I look good in purple tights. Most Gothic plate was so well made and so protective that no one carried a shield. There are a lot of historic examples of Gothic plate because they were so well made. Cool bananas. Some of them were bulletproof. Shit. Using period firearms, of course. Well, yeah, you're not going to take pot shots at with a 7.62 and expect it to stand up to the same thing that it would stand up to with a musket, I would expect. I don't know. Boink, boink, boink. Damn. It's like Ned Kelly's armour. Almost there. Only a few more pieces to cut out. Unless you get shot with a cannon. Yeah, I think that would fuck your whole day up. Cool. Ooh. They must have left a bruise, you reckon? We really are a vicious, nasty freaking species, aren't we? Yep, we're going to lock you in that tin can. We'll bend it around you. I don't know, I don't think the person would have offered much resistance. Look at the way that tin punched in, mate. Ain't nothing there but a bunch of ribs and soft tissue. It's going to do that to plate metal. Squishy inside it really ain't going to slow things down a whole lot. So if there was somebody in there, he would have been jello when they were done. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, he was in it. Ugh. Sweet! I bet that just screwed up his entire day. This armaturus belonged to Francois Anton Favot of the French Cavaliers à Cheval, an elite heavy cavalry unit within Napoleon's army. It suffered the debilitating damage during the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, where the carabiners were ordered to repel charged British and Allied infantry squares during Napoleon's last-ditch efforts to regain power. So there were a dude in there. And he turned into jam. Woohoo! Ah, last independent piece. Not only that, it had bullet dents on it too. I think he's dead, Jim. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Wipe them off, Jim. Reasoning was that I've never seen, heard of sheer armor without bloodstains on the sheared edges. Oh, they probably like give it a bit of a buff and polish before they put it in the museum. Don't think it would be really all that appealing as an exhibit, still covered in the bits of the poor old bastard that was wearing it 200 years ago. Might be, no, it probably wouldn't be a wee tad on the nose. What you doing, dog? Sitting out there barking at people walking past the house? Leave them alone. I don't know, it's not like you're going to take that armour and send it home to Mother. Would he have been buried in it, maybe? I don't know what the routine was. Aren't we a bunch of cheerful little chaps talking about blood and Right. Let's get down to business. To outrun your mum. Pins, pattern, fine. Here's some I prepared earlier. Muhahaha. Kinetic energy and a cannonball. A medieval example. Ow! Again? 'Tis but a flesh wound. Ouch. Yeah. That was from a 100-pound cannon shooting 2-pound lead ball. Ah, so he died of lead poisoning then. Acute lead poisoning, yeah. Back to my normal stream times, yeah, basically. Jump on after I get home from work, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Pants has entered the building. Morning, certainly is. 1:15 in the A and the M. You gonna go switch computers? No worries, bro. We're gonna finish off the Stormwind helm and make le boots and re-wear the Stormwind guard. Yeah. Why the hell not? Fucking stunning costume, man. You don't want to just get a couple of hours out of it at one con. Well, that's definitely a one-off piece out of the pattern, but there's quite a few of them. So time complete will be 5 total. Now I told you how much I love you, that you're my friend. You should shout, stop! Run after the horde at cons. Oh, that's what I should do. Let's let's see. Looks like I'm still logged in. Okay, I can handle that. Now, there we go. Pause that. Come over here. And play that for you. I think it's playing.
I rise with every dawn and cleanse myself.
Play that for you.
Repeating those truths to the reflections staring back at me from the water. I must burn them upon my heart. I am Trinai. I am Tyrannus. But these eyes that look back at me know. Their cold blue gaze tells me I am not Trinai. I am not Tyrannus. I am nothing. And those truths, my truths, they are lies. These grey washes of images that bleed together in my mind are all I have of my past. This form, these features, I am of the Drenai. I can be nothing else. But I am more blessed than Naru. I do not walk within the light. Through this haze I have vague memories of a simple life on Draenor. I see a past, my past, as one of the exiled. There are dull, imperceptible stirrings, yet the visions in my mind that should bring me some comfort, some identity, do not. I cannot connect to these memories. It is as if they belong to another, and I am detached from them. They matter not. The screams and cries of an entire people as the Legion descended upon them and shattered their lives. The frantic battle as they try to run, living for themselves the stories of their forefathers. It all plays across my mind like smoke, stirred and impossible to take hold of. I have been told, there, fighting side by side with the others. Some armed with weapons of steel, others of us with branches and tools of the fields, and still others with the very elements of nature itself. We fought fiercely, generation upon generation of training coursing through us. For has it not been written that we chose to become warriors of the light? We promised to fight back the burning Legion and all it sends forth. There is a brief moment of recollection as we boarded the great ship to flee our home, but we did not get far, for they were upon us, within the Exodar herself, and we, self-proclaimed protectors of the weak, had become weak ourselves. It must be so, for many of us had fallen to the hands of those foul orcs. Many of my brothers had been twisted and corrupted into those abominations, into those broken. And the great ship that was to be our salvation became a damnation to both us and the creatures of these isles. I awoke within the wreckage, many dead and dying strewn around me. It is strange that now, recanting this to you, I feel nothing. But then, I must have still felt a need to perform a duty. Many tasks were laid before me during those times. Each one, it would appear, was drawing me closer to him and further from me. I will not speak his name, for it is he who tore away mine. fear that day. The day I died. It was another battle, the same as every other, and yet the first I truly remember. There were orc and ogre standing shoulder to shoulder and rank upon rank before us. The sky was red, and a foul stench filled the air. The land was barren and covered in a smoke haze from the pyres where bodies were burning. We had torn apart their number for days and nights, and they had slain us in the hundreds. The Grom throwing us aside by the score with each sweep of their bloodied clubs. Beasts of great size and fury that would snatch up an enemy and rip him in two, casting aside the remains while roaring like a possessed horror. And our once brethren were there too. The Eridar, killing and maiming with a callousness that can only be born of true evil. I had seen this one before, whilst fighting on the flank days earlier. He had the tabard of a brother from the hand of Argus hanging from the hilt of his sword, and would wipe the blood and spatter from his face with it. I would kill him for that alone. And now, here, today, he was within the reach of my maul. I left reasoning aside and ran at him, my training buried under a blood rage I should not have felt, pulsing through my entire body that forced power to my arms as I swung my weapon at him. There is a moment of beauty in battle, the point of impact, when instinct and effort combine in the killing of an enemy. Time slows, and you can feel their skin and muscle give slightly before ribs explode inwards, tearing into soft organs and rendering as much damage as your weapon itself does. I still wonder if he felt that acceleration as his blade slipped beneath my swing and tore open my chest, bone and flesh giving way to the cursed metal. He stands over me, his foot on my shoulder, as he wrenches his weapon free from my body. Its cruel, jagged edge ripped my organs loose, while my life spews out upon the putrid earth. He rips the blood and gore-soaked tabard from his hilt and throws it in my face, then tears my own from my body to replace it.
That's the backstory of my Draenei talking around a fire, explaining to those around him how he went from being a Draenei to becoming the Death Knight that he is. I can't do one for a Pally Aussie. I don't have that length of gameplay behind a Pally character to know the storyline as deeply and as intently as I do the Death Knight Draenei storyline, or a Draenei, and then into a Death Knight storyline. I'm a dwarf pally, short and stout. Here's my hammer, here's my free mount. When I see the horde, I twist and shout, grab bubble hearth, and teleport out. Ha ha ha. I think I might have muted stuff a little too much there. Oh, it's okay. It's what Ozzy does as well. He's a pally. He's got that whole bubble hearth thing going. Bam. Run away! Run away! I wrote and recorded that one, Jesus, years ago now. Still like dragging it out every once in a while and listening to it. Bye bye guys, I'm off to Ironforge. See ya! Poof! I don't think he's actually going Shogun. I think he's just saying what happens when he's playing, or when he played. I think we have an issue with the music playing. Okay, it's back. Ah, it's better. I'm just jelly. You keep telling yourself that, bruh. I love my DK. Just saying, my Death Knight's name is Tyrannus, and I didn't name him after my cosplay title. I took my cosplay handle from my tune. So what did you think of that little backstory? Entertaining enough? Needs more bubbles? More cowbell. I don't think I've played that for you guys before, have I? I do recall when I first started streaming, a lot of the conversation revolved around Warcraft. You hadn't heard it before? Cool bananas. Bloody Pinhead. No, not that guy. Not the Hellraiser. Fourth time for you? Sweet. I'd hate to bore you, little pally. And your pretty little gold wings and your hammer of righteousness and, you know. And all that Uther thing going on. And 907 item level. Well, as you guys with little dicks are fond of saying, it's not what you got, it's how you use it that counts. Cute, really. The house is a museum. The Addams family. Ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. I will be well and truly happy. You're humming that now. Happy American Independence Day, you Aussie bastard. Yeah, and fucking Viva la Revolution to you too, you Yankee bloody female. Or something like that. Yeah. Most of my insults are more on a personal level than on a whole, nationality type of thing. I know. Need more practice. How are you doing, young lady? Thanks for joining us tonight. Or this morning. You just got home from your parade? America, fuck yeah! Sounds like something a marionette might say. Did you get a montage? Everybody gets a montage. Even Rocky had a montage. They threw a otter pop at you from a fire truck. It was your breakfast. What the hell is an otter pop? I don't know. I'm so confused, man. It sounds like a little furry thing that should be, left alone, and an ice cream all rolled up in one. You didn't grab some rodent and freeze it? Stick a popsicle stick up its butt, do they? A popsicle in a little plastic tube. A plastic sleeve of frozen Kool-Aid, or frozen Kool-Aid as we let it go. So an icy pole. Fair enough. You had an icy pole for breakfast. You really are a healthy little oh, really? You what, mate? Is this a picture of one? Is it yon? You are not prepared to fidget your spinner. Poor Illidan would be, he's going to go blind if he plays with those. Costs $40 to ship them to Australia. Hey, Handfire, thank you very much for the host, bro. Appreciate that. Weighs 15 pounds for a case. It's okay, I can get icy poles from the store. Saltwater taffy is awesome. Okay. How are you, Hari? Thank you very much for that host. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us in chat tonight. This is the madness that is the Tyrannus TV channel, where the conversation can go from ancient armor to foam fabrication to whether you would back a gorilla or a rhinoceros in a battle, to eating otter pops and saltwater taffy for breakfast. Now it's time to do some housework and prepare to grill big hunks of the flesh of dead animals and make margaritas. Oh yeah, margarita. wasting away in Margaritaville. Ding! You just finished your third pina colada. Do you like pina colada? Getting good in the rain. I am not into health food, I am into champagne. I'm writing a song about cheating on my wife, and she's cheating on me too. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Where did that come from, Harry? Come on. Stay on target. Or the Flesh Prince. Ah, okay. My mistake. Carry on. Marching up and down the square. You might have to go to the store for some pina colada makings. Okay, you do that. Can you stay in chat while you do it? That would be hilarious. Probably not safe, but hey. Look out, Yons is putting more links up in chat. What are you doing to us now, mate? There he is, the Fresh Prince of Persia. You're gonna live with your uncle and your aunt in well, you know, the desert. You put ice cream in your pina colada. Okay. I'm not judging you, but that's it's fucking weird, man. Okay. But I'm not judging. Like a float, yeah. A somewhat alcoholic float, but a float, yeah. Just why the hell not? Come on. Oh, you're not going to be that nice, are you? You're not going to fit in there? You're not going to fit in there. Beautiful. Pineapple juice, pina colada, pineapple with juice, ice cream, rum, pina colada, coconut, pineapple, yum. Alcoholic root beer floats. Sounds. There we go. We're just going to see. Told you the chat can go any damn where. A beer float. Oh Jesus, Yons. No harm drinking it really damn fast. Stops it from going off. Hello, welcome, and thank you for the follow, Cave Canum75. Stand by for your second new follower notification coming up right here, right about now. There we go. Ewoken, you're trying to begin cosplaying. Any essential tools you need for the clothes and the mask creation? It really does depend on what you're doing, buddy. If you're a foam fabricator like myself and quite a few people in chat are, your essential tools are right here in front of you. Sharpie, foam, sharp knife, an ability to keep sharp knife sharp, and a ruler. Okay? And the glue to glue it together with. But it really depends on what you're making your cosplay out of. There are so many choices. Sewing, casting, molding, foam fabrication, cardboard fabrication, plaster of Paris, paper and body filler. It just, yeah. What are you comfortable with as a medium? Sorry, did it? An Ewok is pretty much a teddy bear. Did Ewok say he was doing it? Trying to begin cosplaying. Reading. Did you just assume because of his name that he was going to be an Ewok? Or did I miss somewhere in the chat there that he said he was making an Ewok? And am I assuming that Ewoken is an Ewok? Is a he? Going ape. Tools needed to begin with foam are pretty cheap. Glue, plasti dip, other preparations are where the money goes. Yep. And then it depends on where you are, and whether you can actually get said items. Mask creation. Any essential tools I need for the clothes and mask creation. But yes, he didn't actually stipulate what he was making a mask of, my friend. There's no character reference within the OP. Yes, going ape, you are a girl. No. You're a woman. A woman. Yeah. Just saying. Anyway, back to sticking pins in the phone. Prove it. Yeah, no such thing as a girl gamer. You have a video of you giving birth. Okay. No worries. We'll take your word for it. Essential tools for fabrics and clay sculpting. Okay, I'm going to handball there. I'm not a fabric. I don't do a lot of sewing. So we'll see. Maybe Going Ape or somebody in the stream who is into sewing can give you some help on that one, Ewoken. And yeah, I'm not much of a sculptor either, unfortunately. I like to bash bits and pieces of foam together and make stuff out of it. Aussie, yeah. Aussie's a really sick bastard and a warped individual. He is not to be held up as an example of what the rest of us want, okay? There we go. Wealth of knowledge in that bloody in that group of people in chat there, Awoke. They will help you out. Look at it go. We be twins. You're a DK and I'm a Pally. You can't bubble. I can. Yeah, that's okay. I stay and fight. You hearth and run. It's all good. You know. Decent sewing machine. If you're going to buy one, for God's sake, don't buy one at Walmart. I bought my sewing machine from the post office. Wait, don't go to Walmart, go to a vacuum repair store to buy a sewing machine. Why wouldn't you go like to a haberdashery or, you know, the Singer shop or something? Monster Makers, sculpting toolkits. There we go. Beauty's onto it to help you out with your clay work. I love these guys. Look at this. Everybody just kind of steps up and goes, well, here's my field of knowledge. I shall help you with that. Here's my field of knowledge. I shall help you with this. Love this community. You guys are fucking heroes. You are feet. You are legends. I mean legends. The new singers are shit, especially the entry-level ones. Okay. Imperial Girl, yeah. Buy a Janome, but don't buy it at Walmart. Why, do they get like crappy ones that are just badged as Janomes, do they? These machines are full of soft metal and plastic parts. They are meant to be replaced basically, and the lemon factor is high. Okay, well that explains that. Jons knows a place that has a functional 150-year-old Singer sewing machine as a display piece. Yeah, it's called my Nana's lounge room, dude. If you're inexperienced at sewing, you might not recognize if it's a crappy, ill-timed machine or whether it's your technique. Words from the wise and all-knowing going ape. I use Kenmore's, but they are made by Janome. You have a 60-year-old singer that still sews like butter. Well, he's getting reviews now. Reviews from people at the coalface. Those of you, what have you been before him or her? As long as the machine works, it doesn't matter much where you buy it from. As soon as you need repairs, it's better if you can take it back to the shop that knows what they're doing. True, but if the voice of experience there is saying that the vast majority of them at that budget end supplied to like bulk wholesalers like Walmart are the lower quality builds off the production line sort of thing, less quality control, then it may be beneficial to avoid those and get them from a supplier who's getting ones that go through a higher quality control check and therefore less likely to need repair out of the box. Will you fit in there? Yon piece of pattern? Will you? Will you? You will fit in there. Oh, lovely. Separating these pieces is probably going to be a bit of a biatch, but meh. I need something to weigh down that edge there to keep everything straight at the moment, and let's plonk the foam fabricator's friend, contact adhesive. For that matter, Ewoken, where are you located, buddy? Do you have the option to go to any of these outlets? Are you in the States? Because I don't think we even established what your opportunities are. Currently located in England. See, that may change things up a little bit. The best gadget on a newer machine, though, is the automatic button holder. Well, that's all right, but what if you don't have to sew buttonholes, my dear? Not a lot of buttons in my Gabison, I tell you. Actually, that's a lie. Well, there's not a lot, but there are buttons in it. I'm going to shut up and go back to tracing out my little foam pieces. You need a goddamn buttonhole in there. So thank you so much, everyone, for the advice and the time. You're going to go to the co-op and pick yourself up a £10 sewing machine. I don't think you listened to a fucking word we said. What am I trying to put? Yeah. It's not entirely an accurate Gabison, in that it's probably not at all. Shit, it's already 2 AM and I still haven't bloody well finished tracing out these parts yet. You know I'm not going to actually get around to slapping these together tonight. That'll be tomorrow night's stream. Cut these all out, maybe throughout the day, because you don't need to watch that crap. And then tomorrow night's stream we'll work on the that's what that is. We'll work on the construction phase again. I may actually end up with one of these videos that I can label up and put up to YouTube as the first stage of the construction of my Deadric armor. That's so good. That's so good too. You need air conditioning? Are you fucking kidding? It's like 9 degrees out there. Oh! I just missed one. Didn't I? It's okay. We'll wait for the second coming. Need to turn the audio notifications up without turning the background music up. There was a pop-up, wasn't there? Up here, there was a notification. Which means there should be a notification turn up here quite soon. There. Ewoken is now following. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate that. You're now a little, a running zombie is what you are, basically. Yeah. Really nice Deadric armor I have here. Well, it's kind of flat and two-dimensional at the moment, but thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's not a patch on the Nordic behind me, but it will be. JL Mini. I don't know what I'm reading. Well, I'm reading words. He likes wasting foam. I certainly freaking do. Comes highly recommended from your seamstress friends. Oh, okay. It's not a waste of foam. It's a learning experience, okay? Jeez, dude. I'm kind of sensitive. It's a sewing machine, is it? All right. It's really funny because you know how I said on Thursday night I won't be streaming because I'll be up the city co-hosting the mid-dawn on Cap City Radio with the regular host, Mr. John Lewis. So yeah. Foam Smith. Most offcuts of foam can't be used, sadly. Yes, I'm trying to explain that to the Padawans who come here for the Sunday workshop. I don't know why they're saving pieces of fucking foam like this. Throw it in the goddamn bin. There's a basket full of it over behind me and there's a box over there and it's like, damn, just toss the shit. You want a piece of foam the size of a 20-cent piece? There's more than likely going to be a bit sitting in a bin. If not, slice it off a piece of offcut. But you don't need to be saving every piece as big as the palm of your hand on the off chance you may need one later. If they're under 15 centimeters squared, toss them out. Abso-fucking-lily. You can make shard plate from it. Save little bits of foam and use them to stuff your duct tape doubles. I don't have a duct tape double. Send it all to Ted. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here, Evil Ted, have a care package from Australia. All my foam offcuts. Or you could be like going ape and fantasize that it's actually black licorice. I like salt licorice, I do. They're yummy. You don't have one because you have a mannequin with a giant crotch. Trust you to be the one focused on the size of Rory's crotch. Nobody else has ever mentioned it. It is perhaps why he does have that armor plating there, though. Oh, where's his helmet? Oh, over there on the green screen. It was in your pocket. And the toffee was, yeah, I'm just leaving that alone. I'm not going any fucking where near that. That's called entrapment. What cosplay will you be wearing upcoming con? That's really good English, and I'm glad that you expressed yourself so eloquently there, Aussie. What cosplay will you be wearing upcoming con? I don't bloody know. My next... Hey, it's as late for me as it is for you. Don't pull that shit, mate. It's 10 past 2 and you live 45 minutes up the fucking road. Okay? My next con is Evolve, officially. However, there is that one at the end of July that Leon is promoting at the moment. Let me get away with this. Leave Brittany alone. Yeah, hey, Shogun. The Evolve, because I'm a guest on the panel there, I'm going to need something I can sit down in, which means that my armor is probably out. I've got an idea of a red jumpsuit with a silver lightning flash on the front. Let's see how many of you can put those two bits together and tell me who I'm considering cosplaying. Yep. A red onesie jumpsuit kind of. Yeah, red onesie's probably more appropriately visualization, with a silver lightning bolt on the front. Because I need a casual cosplay that I can sit and host in. How tight we talking? Loosely fitting. No, not the American greatest American hero. Believe it or not. Mork for Mork, Nanu Nanu, shoves butt. Mr. Robin Williams. That's where I'm considering going with that, yeah. We have a winner. It's the goddamn 4th of July. Only over there, girl. Over here, it's the 5th, and we don't fuck yeah care anymore, okay? We did our duty, we waved at you, we said happy congratulations on your aliens are coming to take over the planet day, okay? So now we're moving on. Aussies only watch that show a handful of times. You have missed out. He said duty. Duty. It's howdy doody time. See, there we go. America. Fuck you and your Tim Tams and your penis colonies. Oh, penal colonies. Sorry, my bad. The British are aliens. The British are coming. Yes, the British are aliens. Will Smith said so. We're not going to talk about the second one. We barely talk about the first one. We're not going to talk about the second one. What a waste of celluloid, cellulite, sell your whatever, sell your mother. Sell the rights, don't make it. Oh, that's a piss off, isn't it? My husband took me out on a date. He asked me what time it was. I answered him correctly and he said, how do you do? Whoa, Shogun, Jesus Christ, man. Mate, thank you very, very much. That's absolutely fucking beautiful of you, man. You'd like to encourage me from the bottom of your heart, because every cosplayer and prop maker needs an encouragement sometimes. I wish one day I could be as good as you in cosplay making. Of course you can be. What? That's ridiculous, dude. I'm just slapping bits of foam together. I'm no better or worse than anybody else out there, man. I'm just, you know, an award-winning state representative cosplayer with, you know, medals and medallions and prizes and shit, you know. Mate, no, thank you very much, and thank you very, very much for taking Aussie's name off the top of the chat bar over there, because that was really fucking annoying. And now it's Shogun on the top of the chat. Thank you. And continuing Going Ape's story, it's howdy doody time. That's how he knew he'd marry me. So we got married, made weird babies, and had at least one childbirth on video to share with Aussie. Jesus Christ. That's all in the art of storytelling, isn't it? No, thank you, Shogun. You guys, like, you complete me. You had me at hello, okay? But no, thank you for that. I really do appreciate the support that you guys give me, both like with the cheers and the donations and all that, but just the support you guys give me in chat, being here and keeping me company while I make the same piece of armor over and over and over again. No, they'll fit, I think. Find out soon enough. You're gonna make some foam shit on stream here in a minute. Not literal shit, figurative shit. Well, we would bloody well hope so, because that's just fucking wrong, okay? You're happy to watch shit. Yeah, first birthing videos and now shit. You're sad, man. You're preparing your next... Wait, hang on. Actually, I'm preparing for next Friday for Montreal Comic Con. Oos! We do like us the Comic Cons. You watch Tyrannus cosplay shit all the time. Ah, so you're the one with that little micro camera in the dunny roll, are you? I thought it was like the landlord just kind of supplementing my rent with R-rated videos, but, you know, whatevs. We're very close, me and Aussie. You know, I found it. Damn, man. I cleaned the lens and changed the angle on it for you. You hope it's bigger than our one. What was wrong with our one? Dude, come on. That's why it's streaming at 4K. Yep. Well, you know, when you got it, flaunt it. Don't want you to miss any detail. Not one pimple on my big round butt. Who's coming? Who's a coming? Shogun? Because, I know it was Supernova, that wasn't Comic-Con. Hallelujah! I don't know who this guy is that kept jumping in my photos, but yeah. You went to Comic-Con and it was small? Well, in your defense, it was very cold and you were wet. You can't post all the celebrities there? Our Commando Brigade. Shawing! Yeah, I do like that one. Need a tidy whitey emote. Wouldn't be Commando if we had tidy whiteys. Yes, Christopher Judge, the voice of Kratos is the reason I got the photo. Even though I do love him in Stargate. But yeah, let's he's holding the Kratos axe that I made, which he'd autographed earlier on that day. So yes, it's quite chuffed to get both the autograph and the photo on my little wood chopping axe. Yes, he did play that. He did play that dude in Stargate. Yes, he was Tilk in Stargate. But yes, he does voiceover work. He's doing the voice of Kratos in the soon-to-be-released God of War. Mind blown. Really? Have you not been following my streams? Everybody else in the stream who's been with me for more than 2 streams knows the story of the axe and the signature and the... It's like all I talk about when I'm not talking about myself. You literally watch with the volume turned off, don't you? You little shit. Fuck, that's cold. Mind you, it has only been sitting there for 2.5 hours. Follow my stream? Hell no! You made your bed. That's really fucking random going, eh? Oh, hang on. No, you did say earlier on you were doing housework. Yes, okay. That's fine. Forgiven. Don't mind me. I'll just keep pricking the phone. Gold star. There you go. A little smiley stamp on the back of your hand. I don't actually make my bed anymore. It's winter. I have a big old dooner on there. I have one of those giant picture blankets, the really heavy duty ones. It's got a wolf's face on it. Plus I got my big bear fur blanket on the top. So it's just kind of like I dig a hole in that nest of blankets and go to sleep, and then in the morning dig my way out again. Plus, like every middle-aged bloke who's too damn lazy to do by putting away part of his laundry, half my double bed is covered in this week's washing. Done washing. I do have a washing basket for the dirty stuff. But yeah, comes in off the clothesline and gets dumped on the bed and tends to stay there. Ooh, party at Going Ape's house. We jump up and down on going ape's bed. Mrs. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me? You're taking out your dentures for that one. You're sorta cougarish. God damn. There goes the neighborhood. Wait, young EO's disappeared, hasn't he? We don't want to be scaring the crap out of the new followers. Like Tyrannus Cosplay, Tyrannus is a lion as well. Actually, my birth name means brave as the bear. I don't have the mane of a lion, but it's all natural, it's all mine, and it ain't thinning. Rah, rah, rah. You think you're scared, fictitious femme. She was supposed to go to Comic-Con with you. Supposed to. Well, has Comic-Con been and done? Have you done that already? Or have you, More information, please. Inquiring minds want to know. What have you done to young femme? I'm going to try and get 2 of these little bastards out of here. May get 2 out of that, but then I've still got to get that piece done. You can't stay up. Need sleep. Weak bastard. Bloody pally. See you, buddy. Take care. She gave you her phone number. She was supposed to come from Ottawa to Montreal Comic-Con next Friday. Well, what makes you think that you've scared her? It's next Friday. You got a whole week yet, dude. 10 days. Give or take. Or is it like radio silence, man? She give you a fake number. That happens to me all the time. Why, yes, old man, I'll give you your number. It's 555. She's not answering my messages. Must be a boyfriend. Okay. Mind you, if you're leaving 30 or 40 messages a day, that might be a little bit scary, okay? Just say, oh, look, there's Fem there. You need a better USB can. Don't go away, you going ape, I'll grab Aussies out of my toilet. You can use that. How are you, Fem? Long time no see. Ew. You're gonna send in videos of your childbirth on VHS and me salvaging his spy cam out of my dunny makes you go, ooh? Really? Okay then. Oh yes, by the way, my language disclaimer also extends to Dark's background music, okay? Been busy. Your son relapsed on a virus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is he alright now, Fem? My bodily fluids are suspect. Let me just say, if there was a black light in my toilet, it'd look like a Jason Pollock painting. Is he coming out the other side okay, Fem, or what? Little tackers don't need to get ill. That's just, it's not right. It's kind of difficult and frustrating knowing that you can't help them through it. I don't like it when the granddaughter gets sick. You want to go and give her this giant big hug and kind of suck it all out of her and put it into you so that they're okay. You take it upon yourself, but you can't. It just doesn't fucking work that way. I wish it did. Stable cystic fibrosis, so that's the best we can hope for depending on the situation. I'm really sorry to hear that, Fem. Didn't realise that. It's all fun and games in chat, isn't it? Until we actually get to know people are actually people behind those names that you see in chat. They got real life things happening to them. So yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, love. Narayons, I may or may not be here when you get back. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming, only because it's 2:30 and I want to trace out the next two pieces of pattern on here. The next stage is to start cutting them out, and that's the next step. And it's like, do I want to get into that now, or should I leave it for another stream, which I think I've already discussed earlier anyway. Oh, Poopa. He's a strong little guy who hasn't stopped him. Good. Fucking fight on, little man. Hold that bit down there, thank you. You guys can't see what I'm doing, can you? There we go. Repainting the kitchen? I got a house inspection in 9 days. You want to come down here to Aussie and do mine? Actually, I don't need the kitchen repainted before the house inspection. That would probably scare the shit out of the landlord. What are you covering up? I do have to do the friend suck up thing and borrow somebody's lawnmower before the house inspection though. Not being the garden green thumb type person, I lament that I do not have Going Apes Rockery. Although, where the dog's been digging out the backyard, it's lots of sand. That's close. And the guy next door has got a massive big cactus. That sand pit out the front that you call a garden. That thing. You live in the desert, right? It woke her up. It brought her back from the bed making. Oh, my palm's itchy. Is that making money or earning money? I love dessert too. Pavlova, Cherries Jubilee, oh, apple crumble and custard. Love me. Priscilla, Queen of the... Is the transfer of a rash. Friction burns, but I'm right-handed. Okay, gang, I'm going to trace this piece out. Change the R by a C. Is the transfer of cash? Yes. Ain't we all loving that? We certainly are. As I said, this is the last piece I'm going to trace out, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream, conveniently enough, close to the 3-hour mark again, which is a nice little package to put up to YouTube, although I don't think too many people actually watch my entire 3-hour long uploads. But hey, tough titties. So what I'm implying is I'm nearly at the end of my stream, gang. So take a look at your friends who are streaming at the moment, who are creative, and we'll start looking at who we throw the host to. Okay. It's got to be a creative stream, not a in real life stream. But yeah, have a look, see who's on, who's streaming, and who you recommend that we throw a host to when I wrap up tonight, gang. Although Going Ape did say that she's going to start streaming shit and stuff. What the fuck? Route? I mean, Thank you. Dude, thank you very much, Shogun. I mean, man, that's freaking awesome. Thank you. You are scribbled on my tabletop. Eventually, I will have something to put my subscribers on. Like, you know, a skull or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. But thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Did you get a little star? Is that what happens? It is. There we go. You get a little star for being a subscriber. I thought the T would be the emoticons that I put up. How does that work? I thought that was what happened, that you got the custom emoticon that I made. One thing I will really need in the upcoming weeks is a normal printer to print out my patterns before you can create your costumes. Yeah, it comes in handy. I'm just using my standard black and white laser printer to print out the pet patterns. That's really awesome, Shogun. Thanks, man. I'm blown away by that. Thank you. I don't think I got told off. I think it was by Ted actually, by making the assumption. He told me to have a donate button. Yeah, just a black and white laser printer is all I've got there. It cost me more to replace the cartridge than it would replace the printer. He told me off when I didn't have a donate button because I said I didn't think that I produced content that people would find valuable enough to donate to, and he told me off that wasn't my decision. I think it was Ted that did it. Give them the option and let the viewers decide. So I'm really gobsmacked that you've decided that my content is worthy of your subscription dollars, mate. Thank you very much. I do find that kind of humbling. Thank you. Okay then, so tonight's progress has been, you always need a first subscriber. Thank you. Finn actually gave me a sub last night. You can see Fenn's sub there. That was one of those Twitch Prime subscriptions. I'm not sure what the dealio with that is, but thank you very much, man. I managed to trace the patterns that we printed out from the PEP. Every piece that's printed out is now on this one strip of foam. So tomorrow, between getting up and going to work, I will probably end up cutting out all of these pieces. And then tomorrow night's stream itself will be gluing these puppies together to see if I can't end up with a helmet that I'm actually happy with the scale of. that'll fit my noggin. So that'll be what we do tomorrow night here on Tyrannus TV, because that works. I like that, Tyrannus TV. I'm going to keep that. That'll be the thing. I will also endeavour to come up with something really cool to write my subscribers' names on, rather than just scribbling on my tabletop, which works at the moment. Okay, so we're going ape, going to stream in about half an hour. I may leave it at that then, gang, and instead of throwing a host to somebody, yeah, Tyrannus TV, why the hell not? I probably then will not throw the host to somebody. I'll let you guys keep yourselves occupied for the next 20 minutes or so until Going Ape is ready to come on, and then you can go and watch the lovely... You can start streaming now if you like. Well, yeah, if you want to, and we'll throw these guys the host across. You're doing paperwork. Well, you can engage them in conversation if you want to. I'm sure all our friends would like to come over and continue on with tonight's conversation in chat. So yeah. Paperwork. I can't believe you just swore in my stream. Damn, girl. Thought it was a public holiday in the good old Americas. Why are you doing paperwork on a public holiday in Americas? It's not just a public holiday, it's the public holiday. It's right up there with, like, Halloween. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, honestly, man. Just blown away by you guys actually hitting the subscribe button. It's like cool bananas. It will it'll help a little bit. Being self-employed sometimes can be a little bit financially encumbering, to say the least. And this time of the year, being our winter and me being a wedding DJ, you can just imagine how many people like to get married in the driving rain. It's about that many. Paperwork all got done. Ah, see, so it wasn't that much paperwork at all. You just had to wipe, scrunch, and flush, didn't you? Okay, so let's prime the pump then, shall we? Let's do this. Slash host. Oops. Going ape costume. And I'll just leave that sitting there until I see you pop up on the other side who's actually streaming. And then I'll hit the button and send us all over there. While I'm doing that though, I can do this, can't I? Well, that's the end of another stream. Thank you very much to everybody who joined us in chat tonight, everybody who followed along, and a very big thank you to tonight's new subscriber, Shogun Props. Really do appreciate all your support and all your help there. Yes, definitely. Raid. I am Tyrannus Cosplay, and please remember it's called cosplay because it's meant to be fun.